Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm actually gonna come back at you for one last final video, and I know I actually tried to attempt to upload this earlier, but I guess it fucking failed, so I'm gonna go through this review very quickly and give you the bad movies. But unfortunately, the list from 20 to 11 are from okay, little bad, and bad. And then you got from 10 to 1 bad, very bad, and extremely bad. So let's get started. 20 Underworld Blood Wars. It did okay, and I thought it was boring and the underrated Underworld movie I've ever seen. So it's a little bad. 19 Great Wall. The first 15 to 30 minutes are, they don't do too bad, but then you just get boring crap the rest of the movie. And that's where I find it a little bad. And it's a shame. Number 18, Ghost in the Shell. I love Scarlett Johansson trying to play her character well, but the plot was confusing. It got stupid, very stupid, and it's a little bad. Number 17, I believe, is Snatched. It had its funny moments. The side characters were great, including Goldie Hawn. But I felt Amy Schumer's character was a selfish bitch. And I didn't really like her character. Her character was crap. And that's what brought this movie down to a bad rating. And that's why I put this movie at a 17, because it did okay in certain areas with its side characters, but this movie is a little bad. Number 16, I believe, is going to be... Damn it, I'm already forgetting where I left off. I apologize for that. Number 16, oof. That is going to be The Mummy. I just remembered at the last second. I'm sorry about that. The Mummy delivered okay in certain areas, but it did feel boring and going nowhere in certain points and just didn't bring enough potential to entertain the viewer. So it's a little bad. 15, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. This movie would have been great because the visual effects, the action, and the picture was amazing and outstanding, but its plot had to be bad. It just got confusing and stupid with the plot and almost didn't make sense in certain areas. That's the only thing it lacked with this movie, a great plot. And that's unfortunate. And this movie's a little bad. I was very disappointed with this movie. I really wanted it to be good, but it was a little bad. 14, Atomic Blonde. This movie had great action, but it did not deliver. It did not execute very well. The execution was bad. This movie is a little bad, and that's why I put it at number 14. Number 13, Rough Night. Had the laughs, and somewhat entertaining with its laughs. But after they killed that male stripper, it tried to be funny and went a little too far to the extreme to be funny. And that's where I found it a little bad. Or in between a little bad and bad. Number 12, I would say, is The Snowman. This movie, I get why they made it, but it's excruciatingly bad. It's it was like based on a novel, but it got uninteresting and boring, and it lacked a good plot, and it is excruciatingly bad. Number 11, I would say, is going to be. Already did that. Number 11. Trying to think of the right one for number 11. There were so many bad movies last year. Sorry, it's gonna take me a little time to remember. Almost got it. Flatliners. I'm sorry if it took a little while. Flatliners was bad. God awful bad. It was stupid. This when they killed Flatline themselves and one of the characters died, I'm like, why the fuck did you do that? The choice they made to flatline themselves, that was just dumb. That's where it got stupid, where they're like, oh, I can feel every human instinct and all that. That was dumb. This movie's garbage, and that's why it's bad. Number 10, The Bye Bye Man. Jesus. It got worse. This movie is bad. That's why I put it at number 10. Its kill scenes were terrible. The characters were terrible. This movie was going nowhere. Number 9, Rings. I know they made like 3 Ring movies and this is the 3rd one, but it was bad. It didn't deliver well. So that's why I put it at number 9. Number 8, I believe is going to be... I already did that. I guess I would say The House. This movie had the laughs and everything, but its execution was bad. It was unfortunately bad. It just didn't do well over me. It could have been a better movie, and it's sad to say that this movie was god awful. It did have the laughs, but then it just got boring and stupid and areas where you can't laugh. Number 7, Jigsaw. This was stupid. I don't know why they had to redo this. They should have let it die at the final chapter. And no, they want to keep redoing it. And this is where they fuck up. It would have... I was so interested to see how... if it was in the future with those characters you see in that Saw game throughout the whole movie were in the future. If it was a present Saw game going on, then I would have enjoyed it. But no, they had to make it 10 years 10 years earlier when John was alive, and you thought John came back from the dead, and no. They just keep you surprised, and then it all comes crashing down at the end where you're like, what the fuck is this? This movie was garbage. And it's gonna stay garbage. I just hated the ending. I hated that they did that with the movie. And I do not want to see another Saw movie again. Well, for the new ones, I don't want to follow it. I'm done with Saw. It's unfortunate. I love the Saw movies, but I think I'll just watch up to final chapter from now on because that's where I thought it was great and should have ended there. Number 6, Chips. This movie was bad. They were trying to do this rerun from the show or whatever that they did back in the whenever. I can't remember. I didn't follow it that much, but these actors don't work well with the characters they're playing, and it was god awful. It tried to be funny, and it was not. So, it was bad. Number 5, I am going to say 47 Meters Down. The decisions they made in this movie, oh my god, that's where it got worse. This movie is god awful bad, and I just, it was laughably bad. I just laughed at how bad this movie was. That's what you get when you watch this movie. It's laughably bad. Like, you are just so disappointed, but you're laughing at the same time. So, 47 meters down is just bad. Number 4, The Dark Tower. They made a book for this, and a book series, and the books were better, is what I was told. I didn't really read the books, but I saw the movie, but I didn't like it, and it was bad. The plot was just pointless. It went nowhere. It went fast-paced, and that's what made it bad. It was a fast-paced movie. That is the real reason why it was bad. So that's why I put it at number 4. Number 3, I'm going to say Geostorm. This movie, the action scenes were great. The trailers were good. But was the movie good? No. It was bad. The plot was just pointless. This movie is the reason why it's at number 3, and that's just my opinion. Number 2, Transformers: The Last Knight. God awful bad. This movie is a catastrophe of bad. It will just give you, this movie mind fucks you after you watch it, because you're wasting 2.5 hours watching a god awful movie. And Transformers is dead. It's unfortunate that Michael Bay's creation turned into a disaster. I don't hate Michael Bay, I just hate the people that were working with him on the script and the screenplay. On the script and the picture for the movie. So that's where it went bad. Every 2 to 3 seconds it changes its picture, and then after that it changes the scenes and the picture of the movie. And then the plot was pointless and boring and made no sense. It just was stupid. The plot was stupid. And I hated it. And this is a god-awful movie. Number 1 for the worst movie of the year, Wish Upon. This movie is complete garbage. She gets 7 wishes or whatever from this wishing box. And one of her wishes to kill this chick that's bullying her. And then another wish is to fucking get a nice car and have all the money in the world. And then every wish comes consequences, which those 7 wishes she gets, 7 people have to die. And I'm kind of glad that she got killed off at the end, because her character was bad. It made it even worse with this movie, including the plot. It was going nowhere. This movie was horrendous. And that's why it's the worst movie of 2017. So that is going to be it for this. That's going to be it for this. The top 20 worst movies of 2017 that I did not do a video on. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. If you agree with me that Wish Upon is the worst movie, it makes sense. It was the leading character was bad at how she was portraying her character. Jamie King I wouldn't say she's a bad actor, it's just for this role, yeah, she's bad with it. And I know she's going to be in another movie this year called Slenderman, which it got pushed back all the way to August. It might have gotten pushed back again, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up again. But yeah, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on your worst movies, your top 20 worst movies of 2017. I know I'm doing this over again because I know it's 2018. I just never got to do a video for this, so that's why I wanted to release it now. And I know I should have done it at the end of last year, so I'm sorry about that. I was busy with work and everything, and I lost track of time to do a video for this, so now I was able to deliver that for you for my top 20 best movies of 2017 and my top 20 worst movies of 2017. So now I have finally gotten through this. So yeah, comment below, let me know your thoughts on this video if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.